The rest of the news. Good morning. Seems like it's raining all over the world. Sydney, New South Wales to Woodstock, New York, including Texas, which hasn't seen rain like this in a long time. 2 nights and 2 days now. Power's back on in L.A. It was out a long time. 3 nights and 3 days. Hubert Sumlin died yesterday in Wayne, New Jersey. His heart gave out. Hubert Sumlin played guitar with Howlin' Wolf from 1953 until the Wolf's death in 1976. Killin' Floor, 300 Pounds of Heavenly Joy, How Many More Years, you know all those songs. He had his 80th birthday just 2.5 weeks ago, November the 16th. Also yesterday, there was a big memorial in Austin for Joe Gracey, bass player, producer, pioneer of the progressive country sound on Coke FM 95.5 back in the 70s. Most recently, Joe was living and playing with his wife, Kimmy Rhodes, in France. So, come on, baby, let the good times roll. Prohibition came to an end today in 1933 as the 21st Amendment repealed the 18th. America had been dry since January 17th of 1920. That's for all of those roaring 20s, dry. And ready, set, go, cat, go. Happy birthday today, little Richard. A team of scientists from Russia and Japan are going to clone a woolly mammoth, extinct 10,000 years. A well-preserved thigh bone has been found in Siberia with undamaged DNA from frozen bone marrow. An elephant will be the birth mother, whether she likes it or not. The 17th Annual United Nations Climate Change Conference continues this week through Friday. It's been going on already 2.5 weeks. Nobody expected anything to happen, and nothing has. Nobody expects that to change this week. So, is it just a bunch of hot air from the delegates and all their jets going to Durban, South Africa? Pretty much looks that way. People called environmentalists say that the United States has shown up totally empty-handed, taking no leadership role. In fact, it's China which might be taking the lead, in diplomatic speak signaling that by 2020, they might abide by binding commitments. That's the tough one to spit out, binding commitment. However, 37 industrialized nations did just that at Kyoto in 1997, but of course not the U.S. So how's the planet doing since then? From 1990 to 2009, greenhouse gases caused by burning fossil fuel up 38%. Not to worry, NASA's finding us a new home. They'll make the announcement at Moffett Field today that the Kepler Space Telescope has found a bunch of potential Goldilocks planets, and within a year they'll have narrowed the search down to one that's not too hot, not too cold, but just right. NASA says Curiosity SUV is right on track for Mars. There's not even a need to tweak the course. Landing by sky crane August 6th. Meanwhile, Ron Paul blows off Donald Trump's invitation to another debate, says it would just be a circus. In the Massachusetts Senate race, a new poll puts Elizabeth Warren out in front of incumbent Scott Brown by 4 points. She's way ahead in women. Los Angeles City Council votes on a resolution this week that calls for a constitutional amendment that says only persons, actual living organic people, have constitutional rights. It passed last month in Boulder and Missoula with about 75% approval. LAPD sent a dozen undercover detectives to blend in and snoop before busting up Occupy LA last week. Arrests this weekend in Portland, Oregon and Washington, D.C. as occupiers soldier on, but a lot of the action is heading south for the winter. It's a cold, rainy Monday in Austin. See you tomorrow with some abundant sunshine. This is Dan Earhart. Thanks for listening to the rest of the news.